We ADHDers have a habit of acquiring accidental enemies, from teachers to bosses to that kid you impulsively kicked in the shins that one time. But oftentimes, the greatest enemy comes from within, and this episode we're proving just how true that is with some special guest pizza secrets. First up, Grace finally bullies meat-candling Peter into the podloft, where they're recounting a slippery little secret that will have you off hot liquids for a while. Then, prepare for some secondhand embarrassment, because Enya is sharing a quirky workplace mix-up that the rest of us only experience in our nightmares.
They said that we'd grow out of it. Well, the joke's on them, that's just our brains. We're eccentric, loud, and stubborn, and most of our clothing is covered in stains. It's not a deficit of attention, there's just too much to think about. So if executive dysfunction becomes a little too much, if you forgot why you came in this room, or you're hypersensitive to touch, then put on your seamless socks and come join our little flock. Bitches stimming together, we're weirds of a feather, weirds of a feather.
Welcome to Weirds of a Feather, an ADHD-Adjacent podcast. I'm your host, Grace Bourret.
And I'm your host, Kristen Stanhope.
I don't know what this accent is, but I kind of like it.
I am enjoying it.
Thank you.
For once.
Well. Oh, man. You don't like my Australian accent?
No, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither. The Australians probably hate it.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Yeah, it's probably upsetting to them.
Yeah.
But that's all right, because I have the microphone and they don't. And I can say whatever I say. Look at me doing an Australian accent.
Are you?
Maybe. I lose it very quickly if I ever had it to begin with.
Tough.
So speaking of Australians, actually, that was a good segue, because we are doing a special listener pizza secret episode. Pizza secrets! This was really inspired originally because you guys all know and are familiar with Meat Candling Peter, our friend Meat Candling Peter.
We love him. We know him.
Yeah.
It's Peter.
He's our guy. Yeah, it's Peter. He and I studied abroad together in Australia. As you know, I've been trying to get him on the show to do a whole episode, but also especially to tell a specific frog pizza secret that he and I have together, our shared trauma. And he was in town the other week for a fucking park ranger conference, because of course he was. Most Peter thing ever.
Sure.
So he came over and visited. I wasn't able to get him to do a full episode, but I did get him to sit down with me here in the podloft, the two of us, and we told our pizza secret together. So
I'm so excited to
hear
it.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes of recording, and he was nervous about it, but I think it came out pretty well. And I'm excited for you to hear it as well, Kristen.
Yeah.
Finally give the listeners what they want. You hear this goddamn frog pizza secret that I've been
so pumped
hyping up. It's just as gross as you think it is, if not worse.
Well, now I'm nervous.
Yeah. So we're going to kind of schmorg Frankenstein this episode together. So I'm going to put in Peter's pizza secret that he and I talk about together. Our friend from down under, Enya, she has some pizza secrets. She got cut off in her interview with us because she lost power.
Windstorm or something.
Yeah, they were having some kind of
big weather.
Big weather.
Big weather.
Yeah. And so we weren't able to record her pizza secret when we were doing her original episodes. We said we would have her back to do some pizza secrets. So we're following through on that.
Yeah.
We haven't recorded them together, but she's going to record them. She sent them. I'm saying this. Hopefully she will have done this by the time this comes out. She's going to send us a few pizza secrets that we're just going to also paste into this episode. So this is just like a guest schmorg of a pizza secret episode. And I'm excited.
Pizza Stein.
Ooh.
Frankenzaw.
I
got a noodle on it. I don't have a schmorg, a pizza schmorg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pizza schmorg.
Did you just say that?
I don't know.
Oh.
Someone
We'll never know.
Well, there's no way to know.
Yeah.
And really, this idea kind of came originally from Enya. She had the good idea to have people, which we could still do, have people write in their pizza secrets, she reads them and records them for us,
Ooh.
and then we're like live reacting to them.
Yes.
But to even simplify it even more, we could just have people record their own pizza secrets themselves. They read it if they want to just like take their phone, or if you have a microphone, record yourself telling, like maybe a 3-minute pizza secret or something, 5 minutes, whatever. Send it to us and we can like listen to it live in the episode.
Yeah.
So if you want to do that, send us your pizza secrets.
Yeah.
Now, you can listen to this episode, hear how Enya did it, and decide if you want to or not. You could make it anonymous and do one of those like voice, like, this is Peter McAllister, the father.
The voice modulator.
Yeah.
Or maybe you want to go really high pitched.
Yeah. Either way.
This is Frank.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although I don't know, if you're using a voice modulator, you don't want to use your real name.
Yeah.
Defeats the purpose.
Yeah. You can change
Let
your
us
name.
know if you want this to be anonymous or not.
Yeah.
We're happy to do it.
We can do it any way you please. This is just kind of something we're making up as we go.
Yeah.
So we'll stop talking now and we'll just send you to those pizza secrets. But first, before we play Peter's, I'm going to play Peter's first. Kristen, I believe you've been working on a composition. Yeah.
Just for Peter.
Yeah. Peter, I know you're probably still not listening to this podcast, even though this is your episode, but Kristen wrote you a song.
I wrote you a song.
There's a song in her heart. She needs to sing it to you.
I need you to listen to this, Peter.
Yep. Open your ears.
I got to just remember the words.
There's not that many, but yeah.
There's like 3.
Yeah.
Okay. I got it.
All right.
It might take me a couple times.
Okay.
Meet Candle and Peter. Let's meet Candle and Peter. He's the best guy in town. Meet candles all around. Come on, let's meet Peter. Let's meet him.
Oh, it was a little surprise at the end.
Yeah, I need like a child to do that in the background. Yeah.
That was wonderful.
That's my jingle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
So it's about Peter and his meat candles.
Ew. Yeah, that
Meat
was
candles.
so long ago. We keep referencing it.
Yeah.
I believe,
It's
our
almost like-
episode's called Meat Candling into the New Year, so you can go and find it.
Yeah.
But essentially, Peter tried to make deer fat candles, left too much of the meat on it. All the candles smelled like meat. There's your update.
I mean, if you're really going for that, rotten meat smell, you've nailed it.
Yeah,
But
it gives your home a nice smell. All right, yeah, so there's Peter's jingle. And without further ado...
Should we do the pizza secret song?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
right. All right, let's
pizza.
do it.
So, without further ado...
Pizza secrets, tell me your secrets. Pizza secrets!
Oh, yeah. Pizza secrets.
All right, and then we're going to insert Peter's pizza secret here. This is Grace, and I am sitting here with my reluctant friend, Peter.
Hello.
Thank you. Let's see. So we're just going to be super awkward and kind of stumble our way into this because I've been trying to get Peter to come on the podcast for quite some time now, and he is a reluctant participant, and I finally dragged him on to at least tell our frog story.
It's a good one.
Let's see. All right. So, Peter, who are you? How do we know each other real quick before we start? What's your deal?
Okay. Well, my name is Peter. I studied abroad in Australia with Grace.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, I don't know. How do we know each other?
That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
So you are a suspected ADHDer.
Supposedly.
I suspect it.
Yeah.
I suspect it. So you're a suspected ADHDer. And the way we met is we met in the airport going from, where was that flight?
Brisbane?
From Brisbane, up to Townsville, which is where we were studying abroad. And the reason we even became friends to begin with is because Peter had overpacked his suitcase and couldn't fit his sneakers into his bag.
Suspected. Potential.
I
don't know about that.
What?
Did I overpack?
Yeah, you couldn't fit your sneakers in your bag.
I have a bad
and you
memory.
asked if I could
that's
put
right.
your sneakers in my bag, and that's literally how we met. And then we ended up living in the same dorm/trailer park and became friends.
Oh, good memory. Yeah, the trailer park, because the dorm that we were supposed to be in was torn down or being torn down for asbestos.
Yeah, it was like full of mold. And
so they set up trailers on a tennis court.
Yeah. Which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was really awesome.
So, Peter. Damn it. Kristen was...
Yeah, Kristen,
you son of a bitch. Kristen, actually, to be fair, told her we were supposed to hang out tomorrow, and I asked her to record it for me tomorrow, but you keep switching plans on me. Kristen wrote more lines to your Meat Candling Peter song.
I'm supposed to have it to play it for you, but she hasn't recorded it, and I don't want to have to sing it to you. But just know that it's out there, and we'll probably sing it together.
Well, thanks for doing that, Kristen. Kristen.
Yeah, the first time that Peter met Kristen, another fun introduction story is that she asked him if it was Peter or Peter, which
very common name.
Yes, yeah, that's super common name of Peter. And I know she's mad just listening to me tell this because she's like, I knew a guy named Peter and he was white and had blue eyes. And so it's a valid question. But I was like,
there's no proof of this.
I don't know. She gets upset whenever I bring it up. She stands by the Peter or Peter question. It was a good way to introduce Kristen to you really fast.
Yeah, it was, for sure.
You really understood her essence after that one introduction. Okay, but anyways, we are finally going to tell our friggin' frog pizza story that we've been building up for so long. And I think people think I'm being dramatic when I say it's horrifying and I had to wait for you to tell it with me in solidarity.
It's pretty gross.
It's pretty gross.
It's pretty gross.
And we're finally giving the people what they want. Enya especially has been demanding this of us. So finally trapped you in here and we're telling this goddamn frog story.
All right, let's do it.
All right, where to begin? Set the scene. We're in the trailer
It was
park.
right. There was a break, a school break.
Easter break, right?
Easter break. So pretty much everybody had left.
Yeah, going on like fun vacations.
There was Grace and I in the trailer park.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The two poors.
Yeah, exactly. But they had electric kettles. This was back in
2011?
2011.
Whoa.
They had electric kettles before we did in the U.S.
Oh, is that true?
It's new technology. I didn't know how to use it.
I don't think that's true. I think they've been around longer than that.
I don't know about that.
I think you're making excuses for us. There's no excuse. But yeah, I think all...
Minor detail.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I think the dining halls were closed down because it was Easter, right?
So we were living off of ramen.
Yeah. Just like every single day eating ramen. I think probably like 3 meals a day, making tea.
Their ramen was really good, though. It had all the like extra sauces and stuff.
They had so many like very specific good foods that I cannot find here.
I know.
It's upsetting.
Real bummer.
Like the cream cheese with the red chili sauce on top. You would dip crackers in it. It's incredible.
Vegemite. That's another.
No.
Okay, so anyway, we were living off of ramen, and our bathroom sinks were so small. We didn't have a kitchen. Bathroom sinks were so small that I had to fill the pot from the shower head and boiled water for ramen.
Yeah, so we were just like using this water, we would just open it up and not even look in it, stick it up. One of us would stick it up into the shower head and just like fill it up and we would boil it. And we did this for like...
Right, that's a key thing.
Yes.
We didn't have to look in the pot.
Yes, because it couldn't fit in the sink. Yeah.
Also, we're gross humans and didn't clean the pot.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess other people, like Lily would definitely be like rinsing that out every single time probably.
Yeah, I did not. I just added to the water every time. Yeah. Whatever little bit of water was left, I would just add to it and boil it.
Same. I still do that to this day with my cat.
I think,
I didn't learn a lesson.
I do too. Yeah.
This
is a real lesson. Anyway, after, I don't know, how did this come about? We maybe finally dumped it out.
No, we were doing that for about like 3 or 4 days.
It was a while.
Being bums, using this water over and over and over and over for everything, drinking it, eating it. So I think like on the final night before everyone came back, I was like, oh, the dining halls are back open. And so I went outside. What did happen? Yeah,
well, we dumped it out on the ground. I do remember that.
You weren't there. It was just me, and for some reason, I decided to actually look in it for once, and there was a fucking frog that had gotten into the kettle.
Totally translucent at this point from being boiled.
Glowing, essentially. So I was like, oh my God, I was freaking out, and I went outside, and I dumped the water out of the kettle onto the ground, and the frog just fucking disintegrated when it hit the ground. Yeah. It was like the most horrifying thing. And I showed it, so I think I called you and I said, oh my God, Peter, we've been boiling a frog in our water over and over, and you thought I was playing a prank on you.
Yeah.
You came over and saw it.
Yeah, it was pretty gross. Definitely just blew apart as soon as it hit the ground.
Yeah. Like so hard. It was just like mush when it hit the ground. That was the worst part, was the way it hit the ground and how disintegrated it was. Like, think of how many times we fucking boiled that frog. over
Yeah.
and over.
Some good frog ramen.
So the question is, I guess, no, we must have boiled it alive. It's not like it got stuck in there and died. We definitely boiled it alive, right?
I never put that together. That's really unfortunate.
100%. We boiled this frog to death, and then we used his body soup to make our own soup and tea, and we were slurping. We were slurping.
It's
on
very
this frog
trendy though,
water.
Grace. It was like bone broth.
Ew. Oh my God. I don't want to think about it like that. Yeah, maybe it had some, nutrients,
Yeah.
essentials.
Or poison.
Yeah.
We couldn't tell what kind of frog it was because it just translucent
was
and
too
then
far gone.
fell apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why fell apart is like such a terrible phrase. It implies that it was like barely holding it together.
Oh, there was no structure left.
Yeah. So we could have potentially been reboiling that frog's carcass for like 3 or 4 days and just eating it with every meal, drinking it with every meal.
Mm.
I'm having flashbacks that haunts me to this day.
Yeah, that was, probably should have checked the water. We still don't.
Yes.
So
I know,
haven't
of course,
learned.
both of us are that type of suspected/confirmed ADHDers to just not fucking look at what we're doing. I've done that so many times where I'm just like not looking at the food I'm eating and I look down and it's like, oh, this is like disgusting. There's something like on it. I don't know why.
Oh, God.
Pizza secret! And there you have it. We finally told our pizza secret. I hope it lived up to everything you thought it would be. Peter, thank you for joining me.
Oh, thank you, Grace.
Finally sharing our trauma.
Yeah. Helping me get over my fears of podcasting.
Yeah, see, it's just
Yeah.
the two of us chatting in a room. Once you get going, the beginning is always awkward. It's like hard to get into it.
I am awkward.
It's almost like you're neurodivergent. Oh, but we'll talk about that when I convince you to come back on for a full episode. Because I think it'd be interesting to have like a skeptic on and we can kind of bicker like we like to do.
Sure.
It's our style of friendship.
What is it? Recreational?
Yeah, recreational arguing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's a good one.
that's our favorite. And with Kristen in here too,
Yeah, we could really go at it.
dynamic trio of recreational arguing. All right, well, you got to get to a banquet, so let's get you out of here. You can hear Peter on his future episodes where we finally maybe get a specialist in here, confirm his diagnosis, and then we can talk about it.
Fantastic.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Oh, you got to squawk out. Let's squawk out.
Ah!
Surprise.
All right, that was Peter's Pizza Secret. Now we'll put Enya's in here. I don't even know if I'll leave this part in, but we'll see how it flows.
Good placeholder.
In my early 20s, I worked in a small owner-operated company with only 5 employees in a critical workflow role. Soon after starting, it became clear that my natural inability to be bullied was considered a fun challenge by my boss, who attempted to exert coercive control over me using a suite of high school-style strategies. I didn't like it much, but the job paid really well, so I tolerated it for about 3 months before I'd had a gutful. One afternoon, the boss followed me out to my lunch break and spent 30 minutes telling me about all the problems my co-workers apparently had with me, which I doubt were true. I ate my sandwich and listened in silence, and then when she left, I wrote a text message to my partner at the time that just said, "Give me a reason to work here other than money." I took another bite of my sandwich and then something clicked and a quick check of my phone confirmed that yes, I had absolutely sent that message to my boss in error. Here's to you, ADHD. I grabbed my sandwich and entered the open plan office where everyone had clearly been informed of the text based on their wide eyes and boxes of popcorn. I looked at the boss, who smiled evilly and said, "Enya, we need to have a little chat." I shrugged and said, "Yeah, nah," and grabbed my stuff and walked out. She chased me down the road a little, yelling about how I had let everyone down, and I enjoyed laughing at that. It was one of the best mic drop moments of my life, and for that, I will always cherish this ridiculous condition.
All right, and those have been our guest pizza secrets.
We hope you enjoyed them.
Yes, we hope you got some laughs, had some good times. We hope you were grossed out enough by my frog secret. Now that I've told it, I can release it from, it doesn't have to be my burden anymore. That's
It's very
on,
cathartic to get these pizza secrets out.
yeah. And
So
now
if you have
it's on the
pizza
rest of you to
secrets-
carry. Yeah.
Yeah, if you have pizza secrets of your own, You can write us in. You can record yourself. However you want to do it. We're happy to listen.
Yeah.
And maybe
please.
your pizza sequel will be on the show.
Maybe. Could be.
Could be. Let us know.
Yeah.
And weirdsofeather@gmail.com.
You can follow us on Instagram at Weirds of a Feather. You can join our Facebook group. And yeah, I don't know. I think that's it. Right?
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. All right. If you like this kind of new format, because of course we're always changing the fucking format, but once
all
again,
the time.
it's our podcast. We can do whatever we want.
You
Let us
can-
know if you like this format. We can do an
Rate
episode
us,
of.
review us.
Oh yeah, we haven't said that in a while.
5 stars only.
Yes, we're only accepting.
We
Yeah,
haven't
I
said
believe
that in a while.
5 stars.
Yeah.
Only. Yeah.
I
okay.
just checked the documents.
Yeah.
5 stars only.
Okay.
With
According
the
to our
exception
sources.
of if you give a 1-star review, you have to say why.
Yep. Make it really nasty.
Yeah.
Make it so
And we'll read
mean.
it here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So-
if we got a really bad review,
We're going to read it.
I'll either cry about it forever or I'll think it's funny and I'll read it here.
Or both.
I kind of like what you're talking about. It's kind of fun when someone like
Really
vehemently hates
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
It's just fun to like elicit emotion from a person that strongly, you know?
Yeah, we're like magnets, we're going to attract people strongly and we're going to push them away just as strongly.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not
And
for everybody.
We're
we
not
know
here
it.
to be mild. Yeah. We're not here to be milk toast.
Milk toast. Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode.
And that's it.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't know. Kookaburra? Casey.